Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to be talking about something pretty interesting today. It's about the difference in average savings between men and women. In the U.S., you ready for this? Men have almost double the savings of women on average. Pretty crazy, right? We got to dig into this. So let's look at the numbers. Men have saved an average of $195,156, while women have saved around $105,499, and the overall average is $145,778. I know averages don't always paint the full picture, but this difference is it's definitely something to think about. One expert, Donna Steffens, she's a big-time attorney who specializes in family law. She called this difference shocking but predictable. She pointed out a couple of things that are probably contributing to this, and they're really interesting. So first, let's talk about the gender pay gap. You've probably heard of it before. Women still earn less than men on average. Across most jobs, it's about 84 cents for every dollar a man earns. So right off the bat, women are starting with less income to save. But it's not just about that initial pay difference. Steffens also talked about how caregiving responsibilities play a big role too. Statistically speaking, women are more likely to take time off work to care for children or elderly parents. And this, of course, affects their earnings. And then eventually their savings potential. It's kind of like a domino effect, you know. Lower earnings mean less money to put aside for retirement and for savings in general. And since women often take on the bigger share of caregiving, they end up falling behind when it comes to building their savings. It's something to think about for sure. But here's the thing. It goes beyond just like the earning and saving part. There's more to it. Kind of fascinating, actually. It's about financial literacy, you know, and confidence when it comes to money. Steffens made a really good point. Women don't talk about money as much as men do. Like, they don't discuss financial planning as often. And because of that, they can end up being less confident when it comes to making financial decisions, especially about investing. You know, that feeling of not being sure what to do. It can really hold women back from growing their savings. So I'm curious, what do you think? Does any of this sound familiar? Have you seen this kind of thing in your own life or with people you know? I think it's important to talk about this more openly because this stuff really does affect our financial well-being for each of us individually and for society as a whole. If we want to close this savings gap, we can't just wait around for things to change on a big societal level, although those changes are super important too. We can also take steps ourselves to become more financially empowered. And that starts with, becoming more financially literate, understanding what our options are, learning how to make smart decisions about our money. That's where the real power comes in. There's tons of resources out there, books, websites, workshops, all kinds of stuff that can help us learn about investing and build our confidence in managing our money.
It's never too early or too late to start, taking control of our financial future. What I find really exciting about this is that no matter where you are in your financial journey, whether you're just starting out or you're planning for retirement, knowledge is power. The more we understand about our finances, the better we'll be at making choices that line up with our goals. But it's not just about what we do as individuals.
Let's take a step back for a minute and look at the bigger picture. Remember the gender pay gap we were talking about and how caregiving responsibilities aren't always divided equally. Those are systemic issues, and they need to be addressed directly. It's not going to be easy, but we have to keep pushing for change. So as we're wrapping up here, thinking about this savings gap between men and women, I want to leave you with a couple of things to think about. Like, what if we all really tried to talk about money more? Especially with the women in our lives, just imagine how much that could help with building confidence and knowledge. And what about supporting those policies and initiatives, the ones that are all about pay equity and affordable childcare? That stuff's really important. When it comes to making things fairer financially for everyone, it's a tough issue. There's no easy answers. But by understanding what's going on and by actually doing something about it, both on our own and together, we can start to close this gap and create a world where everyone has a real chance to build that financial security and achieve their dreams. That's all for today, everyone. Thanks for listening. I hope this was as eye-opening for you as it was for me. Keep those conversations about money going, and let's keep working towards a better financial future for all of us.